82 degrees, clear and sunny, a few clouds in the sky, but it's perfect baseball weather here in Lexington, Kentucky at Wild Health Field. Good evening, everybody. Steve Tressler, and we are ready for Genomes baseball as the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes will host the Lexington Legends for the fourth game in a row. Let's back up. Let's call that the third game in a row. Yesterday's game, which went just over 2.5, 3 innings, I believe, is now thrown out. The game ended under protest, so the game itself will be completely thrown out along with all the statistics from the game. However, when that kind of a thing happens, let's talk about it for just a minute. First of all, the Genomes and Legends yesterday got into a little bit of a melee, or to use Tom's word, a scrum, when Eli Villanueva hit Tio Martinez, or attempted to hit Tio Martinez. The pitch actually went off of Tio Martinez's bat. The problem with that is the bat was behind his head, and that's where the ball went. Tio took it personal, thought it was deliberate, and he charged the mound. After that, both benches cleared out, and a fight ensued between the Genomes and the Legends. Something like that's bound to happen where you're playing a team for the 28th time in a row, or the 28th time in a season, as these two have played 28 games, 27 of which count at this point. Genomes have won 19 of those games and have only lost 8. The Legends, who for the first year in their history here for 21 years, are having to share this field with another team, and the other team gets to call it their home field. So fireworks are going to happen when that happens. Teams have played now a total of 27 times. Like I told you, 19 times the Genomes have won, 8 times the Legends have won. This will be number 28 here, technically number 29, but the game yesterday has been thrown out. So this game will start. First pitch is scheduled for 6:40. After yesterday's fight that took place on the field, there were several ejections from that game. From the Legends, Brandon Phillips and Tio Martinez were thrown out of that game and ejected. Eli Villanueva and Jimmy Paredes were thrown out from the Genomes. And later on in the game, Chris Shaw was arguing balls and strikes with a home plate umpire, and he was tossed as well. So when things ended, 3 Genomes were gone, 2 Legends players. I'm sure the league will review the tape from yesterday in the Atlantic League. They will come down with their own fines and suspensions if there is fines, and or it could be or. Either way, it's nothing you want to see. I know sometimes fans love it because they love the intensity of the rivalry between the two teams. But the managers don't especially like to see that. The players don't necessarily want to get in fights with the other teams unless they feel like maybe that's what needs to be done to get something fixed. But either case, these two teams are going to face each other again for the 10th time in 12 days. And coming off of yesterday's game, which was, like I said, it's been thrown out and rescheduled. There'll be a doubleheader on August 27th between these two teams to make that game up from yesterday. These two teams are coming out here today. Let's hope everything goes, the way it should, and we have a regular baseball game. But don't be surprised if there are some fireworks between the two teams. So as they warm up, and you get a look at some of the Genomes players there. There's Scrappy getting ready for the game as well, wearing that number 1. And there's Chris Davis, number 8 there, walking across. We will take a quick break. We'll come back with starting lineups for both teams. This is a Genomes home game. They're hosting the Lexington Legends. And after the game tonight, both teams take off for Pennsylvania. Lexington is going to Lancaster, and the Genomes are headed to York. Both teams will have a 3-game series before I believe they come back here for another 3-game series. So we'll give you the starting lineups in just a minute. It is Thirsty Thursday. That means dollar beer night. So you got time to come out here to the game, drink a few beers, and, hey, maybe a fight, maybe a baseball game will break out in the middle of the boxing match. You never know. This is Genomes Baseball. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Let's talk about the starting lineups first. For the visiting Lexington Legends, batting first playing center field, number 12, Tio Martinez. Batting second, the second baseman, number 15, Tillman Pugh. Batting third, left fielder, number 24, Courtney Hawkins. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 13, Isaiah Tejeda. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 27, Phillip Irvin. Batting sixth, third baseman, number 22, Montrell Marshall. Batting seventh, shortstop, number 18, Manuel Geraldo. Catching, batting eighth, number 25, Pete Yorgan. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 5, Trey Hunt. And on the bump today, Daniel Corsino. Home plate umpire for the game today is Bob Howard. First base umpire, Marvin King. And Travis Lyle will be the third base umpire. Looks like Marvin King actually is going to be the home plate umpire, folks. He's wearing the gear there for home plate as they walk out. So Lyle Travis, Bob Howard. Lyle Travis on the left, Bob Howard in the middle walking. Starting lineup for the Genomes tonight, the home team. Batting first, second baseman, number 9, Luke Becker. Batting second, playing left field, number 34, Chris Shaw. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 8, Chris Davis. Batting fourth, playing right field, number 25, Jimmy Paredes. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 36, Samir Dueñez. Batting seventh and catching, number 16, Austin Rye. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 4, Gavin Johns. Batting eighth, center fielder, number 2, Demetrius Moore. Batting ninth, playing third base, number 3, Clayton Milbauer. And Candelario will be on the mound for the Genomes today, wearing the number 10 jersey. So there's a starting lineup, folks. We're just about ready as the Genomes and the Legends both headed towards their dugout. Alexis Candelario, by the way, the first name. So the right-handed Candelario will be pitching against Daniel Corsino. Corsino also a right-hander, 5'11", 215, and Candelario 6'1", 170. So Mark Menikazi and looks like one of the position coaches coming out for the Legends. They will exchange lineup cards. And we are ready for baseball here in just a moment, folks. So we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with the first pitch. This is Genomes Baseball right here on the Genomes Baseball Network. Welcome back to Lexington, Kentucky's Wild Health Field. We're ready for Genomes baseball. I'm Steve Tressler. Kentucky's Wild Health Genomes fighting out the rest of the season here. Less than 6 weeks to go as they are fighting for their playoff lives, trying to win that wild card race. And the Legends, especially after yesterday, are probably going to do everything they can to not allow that to happen, as the two teams got in a second inning fight. Hopefully, these two teams will have just a baseball game today and we won't see any boxing, but you never know. That's why we tuned in, and that's why we're tuning in to watch the game just in case. So the starting lineups, we gave those to you at the last break there. Out there on the bump right now is the right-hander, Alexis Candelario, and he will be pitching for the Genomes. Daniel Corsino, the right-hander for the Legends, will be on the bump for them. Martinez, Pugh, and Hawkins are the 1, 2, 3 batters. Martinez, normally wearing 12, will be wearing 9 today. So if you're scoring at home, Martinez is number 9 and playing center field. Tillman Pugh in his typical number 15 jersey, and number 24 will be Courtney Hawkins as per usual. And we're ready for baseball. Tio got things kicked off in that scrum yesterday as he was attempted to be thrown out as the ball actually went off the back of his bat, it looked like, from the replay, but glad to see that he is just fine. That ball didn't actually hit him in the head. Doubleheader in High Point and South Maryland game there. High Point loses to the Blue Crabs 2-0 in game 1, but they came back and beat South Maryland in game 2, 5-4. And the first pitch here from Candelario in there for strike 1, and we are underway here in Lexington at Wild Health Field. A couple doubleheaders in action today. York Revolution and Charleston Dirty Birds also have a doubleheader today. Good look at Candelario there. Here's the 0-1. That one just missing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Candelario 11.45 ERA on the season so far. Facing Tio Martinez, the former Kentucky Wild Health Genome. He's batting .217, 5 home runs. And he'll hit this one off the end of his bat there, or the inside of his hands, really. Not the end of his bat, but maybe close down near his hands. And everybody gave chase, but nobody could get to it as Candelario talks to a couple of the Legends players as he made an effort to get there, as did Samir Dueñez, and the ball falls harmlessly to the ground for strike 2. Thanks for everybody joining us today. Hello, Tyler and Colin and Tom. Candelario tying his shoe, it looked like there. And Darby, hello. Tio's ready to go, as is Alexis. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the first batter here. There's a 1-2. And this one lined over to Dueñez, and he makes a diving catch, and that's out number 1. Martinez put some good bat on it, but Dueñez in pretty good position to turn to his right and reach out and grab it. So 1 out, Tillman Pugh will come up. Tillman at second base today. No Brandon Phillips in the lineup, so he'll move from right field to second base. Tillman, 241, 13 home runs. First pitch to him is up high, ball 1. 42 RBIs on the year for Tillman. Here's the 1-0. And this one foul back and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Be a good night for baseball all around the league. Of course, Cincinnati and Chicago have the Field of Dreams game tonight, which is always really awesome to watch. If you don't know what that is, they play where the movie Field of Dreams was actually filmed, and the teams come out of the corn like they did in the movie Field of Dreams, the old-time players, and they're wearing the old-time uniforms. So pretty neat way to play a baseball game. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Tillman. Fans still coming in here as the game is just underway. And Thirsty Thursday dollar beer night. This one chopped towards shortstop, picked up and fired over to first. They're going to get him? No. Tillman Pugh gets there in time as the throw by Gavitt Johns will not get there. So 1 on for Courtney Hawkins. Courtney, the league leader in the Atlantic League, 33 home runs, number 3 in RBIs with 81, still batting right at 300. Beautiful day here in Lexington, 82 degrees. Breeze is coming into the left field side there. Flags blowing towards the batter, I should say, towards home plate. So you're going to have to really give this a big power swing to get it out of here as that wind is blowing in pretty good. What does the wind say? 5 to 10 to the south, so it's coming in pretty good. 1 ball, no strikes. Candelario checks his runner over there. Now will throw in an attempt to grab Pugh or hit him with that throw there. Tag him out anyway. Throws it to Samir Dueñez. Dueñez attempts the tag, nothing. Here's a 1-0. Pugh stays where he is. This one fouled up into the air, and that's going to go right there in front of us to the right. And a bunch of 30-year-olds with their beer in hand race to get that ball. They see a kid up there. They're going to throw it to him, looks like. That was nice. So the kid gets a baseball. This one hit hard, deep left field, going back. And it's out of here. Courtney Hawkins just blasted number 34 on the year. And boy, I tell you what, we just said it better be a big power swing to get that ball out of here. And that's exactly what he delivered as Hawkins hit that ball into the wind. And there was absolutely no chance it wasn't leaving. And 82 and 83 in the RBI column for Courtney Hawkins and number 34 on the year. Consider Hawkins had 25 home runs last year. And he's got 34 this year already. And the Legends jump out to a 2-0 lead after Hawkins hits an 80-mile-an-hour pitch on a 1-1 count. Pugh comes across to score, as does Hawkins, and it's a 2-0 game. And this is ripped by Tejeda, but foul. My goodness, that was a hard hit ball. A line drive, smoking his right. And the Legends showing they are still fired up from yesterday as they are first to draw blood here in the top of the first inning. Here's the 1-1. That one in there for strike 2. Candelario, one of those guys that pitches out of the stretch, whether or not there's a runner on base. I don't know if anybody's been watching the Little League World Series, but, you know, if you're not watching the Little League World Series, watch a game. I mean, you know, you almost forget how special of a game it really is. This one's foul back and should be another foul ball for somebody. But you almost forget what a beautiful game it is, and really how these 11 and 12-year-old kids are playing baseball, really skilled players. I mean, these are really skilled kids playing great fundamental baseball. And if it's not played fundamentally sound at the Little League level, it's not going to be sound at the next level and the next level and right on up to the pros. And these Little League kids are playing fantastic. I mean, there's some great catches. There's a kid from the Little League team for Kentucky that hit 2 home runs the other night, had a bat flip, which went viral, actually made it to ESPN. But these kids, these Little League kids are really impressive. And you forget what a beautiful game it is, especially at that level. Count now full 3-2. And that's actually Marvin King behind home plate there. Darnell Ray is out at third base. And I believe Travis Lyle is the first base umpire. And now strikeout here, number 1 on the day for Candelario as Tejeda goes down. So nobody on, 2 outs, a 2-run lead for the Legends on the strength of a Courtney Hawkins 2-run blast. And now the designated hitter for the Legends today, Phillip Urban, makes his way to the plate. August 11, 2022, it is Thursday. And Urban hits his first pitch into shallow center field. Demetrius Moore coming in, Becker going back. He'll call it, and he'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. But the Legends get 2 runs on 2 hits thanks to a Courtney Hawkins blast, number 34 on the season for him, and he continues to lead the Atlantic League. Legends 2, Genomes coming up. This is Genomes Baseball right here on the Genomes Baseball Network. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Luke Becker is the leadoff batter for the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes. 293 average on the season, 16 home runs. It's a pretty strong number for a leadoff batter. Becker steps in. He'll face Daniel Corsino, the right-hander for the Legends. First pitch outside, ball one. Becker, of course, the star for the University of Kentucky when he played here in Lexington as a collegiate athlete. I bet he wish they had NIL when he was in. Name, image, likeness. You take a look, strike one there, as you got a guy like Oscar Shibwe, the center for Kentucky, where he's already made close to $3 million thanks to name, image, and likeness, the NIL rule that came in for collegiate athletes last year. I mean, that sets you up for life. $3 million in his bank account, and he's still considered an amateur. But I think they've done the right thing with this, too. That ball ripped by Becker into right field for a base hit. Fielded really well out there as well by the right fielder, Trey Hunt, a new name in the Legends lineup you will probably hear more about. But, yeah, the name, image, likeness, great thing for these young amateur athletes. It really, especially for these athletes that aren't going to go pro. Some of these athletes will not go pro, but there's some alumni that just has tons of money in their pockets, and they support these athletes. And if they can give them some money and put it in their pocket to give them a start when they get out of college, that's a great way to kick off your career no matter what you do. First pitch to Chris Shaw here, fouled out of play, strike one. Chris Shaw played his college ball at Boston College, where you got to park the car to get into the stadium, out of the yard. Throw over there to keep Becker on base. Isaiah Tejeda. One on, nobody out. Bottom of the first, 2-0 Legends. Hey. This one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shaw, 274 batter on the year, 13 home runs and 50 RBIs. That pitch, 90 miles an hour outside. Here's the 1-1 from Corsino. He looks over his shoulder, checks his runner. Now kicks and fires outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Beautiful day here in Lexington, 82 degrees. That wind blowing in 5 to 10 miles an hour. Fans continue to trickle in here on Thirsty Thursday, getting those $1 beers all night. Makes for a fun Thursday night and a not-so-fun Friday morning. Runner goes, throw goes down to second, and it looks like they got him, and they did. Great throw by Pete Jorgen down to the shortstop, Manuel Geraldo, and he does nice work there as he puts a tag on as you watch the replay. Take a look at this. Maybe. So Luke Becker thrown out trying to steal second. And here's the 3-1 to Shaw, and he draws the walk because that's outside, ball 4. So 1 on, 1 out here. And now designated hitter Chris Davis comes to the plate. Davis steps in, 12 home runs, 31 RBIs. And he hits this one high into the sky, left field. It's going to be playable. Courtney Hawkins underneath it makes a catch in front of the UK Credit Union sign, and that is out number 2 as Davis is retired. And Shaw makes his way back to first base. And now Jimmy Paredes will come up. Jimmy Paredes was one of those guys thrown out of the game yesterday after that second inning fight. One on, two outs for the Genomes. They trail 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. That first pitch from Corsino, 85 miles an hour, missing, ball one. A Thursday evening in Lexington, Kentucky. Great night for baseball. It's 85, but it's nice and cool for some reason. Swing and a miss here by Paredes. 1-1 strike. That breeze is keeping things nice and cool. Of course, now these clouds, it's partly cloudy, but there's no rain expected. It keeps covering up the sun, and that gives a little shade out there on the field. So that helps keep everybody cool as well. 2 outs, 1 on. That's Chris Shaw at first. Corsino fires the 1-1. That one misses. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Jimmy Paredes, 297 batter, 12 home runs and 48 RBIs. Jimmy Paredes had a great Major League Baseball career as well. Corsino looks in on the 2-1. Swing and a miss here. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Young man sitting to my right wanted to say hi. Wearing his ping golf hat. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Genomes here, bottom of the first. And Paredes rips this into right field. Hunt goes over, grabs it, fires it in, and Tillman Pugh gets the cutoff throw, tosses to Geraldo, and runners on first and second as Jimmy Paredes gets his first hit of the night. A single to right. Looked much like Luke Becker's shot as well. So now Samir Dueñez will come up, the 260 batter, 7 home runs and 27 RBIs. 2 on, 2 out for the first baseman for the Genomes. The left-handed Dueñez facing Daniel Corsino. It's rare that the Genomes get scored on first by the Legends. I bet in the 27 times that they have faced each other, the Genomes have scored first in 20 of those games. I don't know if that's accurate, but my first guess, I would say that's probably pretty fair. The Genomes have won 19 of 27 meetings between these two teams. So if you want to say whose field is it, whose house is it, well, the Genomes can say this is our house because on this field, they have owned the Legends. They have a 19 wins, 8 loss record against the Legends here. 2 balls, no strikes to Samir Dueñez. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the first, Legends 2-0. That one should be in there, and it is strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Dueñez a 736 OPS. Demetrius Moore had a great game yesterday. Scored the tying run after stealing home, and then won the game with a walk-off hit to center field. Here's the 2-1, tried for the corner and miss. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Dueñez, 6'1", 230. He's one of those guys that he's a righty at the bag, but he bats left-handed. Same with my youngest son, Max. Max is a right-handed thrower, but bats lefty. And so Samir Dueñez now will take first after being walked on 5 pitches, and Corsino now finds himself in a little A little bit of a jam here with 2 outs. He's got bases loaded. And the catcher, Austin Rye, coming up. So Austin Rye steps into the box here. That went in there for strike 1 to Rye. Legends get 2 runs from Courtney Hawkins hitting his 34th home run in the top of the first. Genomes trying to do something here with bases loaded and 2 outs. Rye fouls this one back. And there's a souvenir for these guys. No balls, 2 strikes. Well, the son already got a ball. Yeah, the guys down here in front threw him the ball they got. So the dad next to us did not give the ball to his son, and Hugh Davis, our official scorer, thought that was hilarious. The son got punked out, but he already had a ball, Hugh, so dad was just making sure it was fair. Got to make it even. I know all about that. 3 kids, and boy, especially with the boys, man. If one boy gets something, the other one has to get one too. It's just the way it goes. And my oldest son gets a new backpack. My youngest son wants a new backpack. He's not happy with a hand-me-down. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Austin Rye. Having a catch, right? Here's the 1-2. Corsino looks in, bases loaded. And this one chopped foul. Austin Rye stays in there with a little foul ball chopper to third. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Genomes with the bases loaded, trailing 2-0 here. Bottom of the first inning, just underway, and they could possibly bring in a couple runs with a hit, or they could end things on this pitch right here. This one pops straight up into the air. That's going to be a playable ball, but can somebody get to it? Marshall comes all the way in from third and makes a catch and ends the threat. You know, if you don't make that play, you turn and you apologize to the pitcher, because that is something that has to be caught. We're headed to the break. Legends 2, Genomes nothing. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back to Wild Hill Field in Lexington, Kentucky, as the Legends lead 2-0 as we begin the top of the second. The third baseman, Montrell Marshall, who made the nice grab to end the bottom of the first, is the first up to the plate for the Legends. And a quick pitch here by Alexis Candelario, and that begins the second inning with ball one, as that one is outside. That one in there for a strike. 1-1 strike. Marshall, 245, 11 home runs, and 47 RBIs. And he hits this one straight up into the air. It's going to be shallow center field. Becker moving over. Gavin Johns calls everybody off, and he makes the catch, and that is out number one here in the top of the second. Manuel Geraldo steps in with one out here, top of the second. Legends 2-0. Geraldo, 238 batter, 4 home runs, and 25 RBIs. First pitch there from Candelario. Ball one missing. Manuel Geraldo, the only switch hitter on that Legends lineup. And since he's facing the right-handed Candelario, he'll bat from the left. That one inside. 2-0 the count. Two balls, no strikes. That one in there, 2-1, fastball at 91 miles an hour. Three balls, one strike now. And this one in there, strike two. Candelario fires that in there. So yesterday, these two teams got in a fight after a pitch was thrown behind the head in the second inning of Tio Martinez. He charged the mound on Eli Villanueva. The two teams emptied. And Brandon Phillips was tossed from the game, along with his teammate, Tio Martinez, who charged the mound. Jimmy Paredes was tossed from the game. Eli Villanueva was tossed from the game. And then later, after arguing balls and strikes, Chris Shaw was tossed by the home plate umpire. This one lined out of there, foul by Manuel Geraldo. Count stays 3-2. So the two teams, the game ended in protest, so the game was a wash. They decided just to cancel the game completely out. They will replay it on August 27th. And so none of those statistics counted. And the Legends come out today, and this one ripped right up the middle by Geraldo, and that's a base hit as it hits Alexis Candelario. He can't control it, and then Gavin Johns charged it, couldn't grab it in time, and Geraldo gets down the line, and that is officially, by the official score, a base hit. But in the final notes from yesterday, the Legends took the adrenaline from that fiasco yesterday and came out today, and Tillman Pugh, after he got on base, Courtney Hawkins hits home run number 34, a blast to left field that was an absolute rocket of a shot, and they jump on the Genomes 2-0. Genomes loaded up in the bottom of the first but can't get anything as Austin Rye pops up to Montrell Marshall, and that is where we are now as the Legends lead 2-0, and Pete Jorgen at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Geraldo at first. This one gets away from Rye. 2 balls, no strikes. Correction, 1 ball, 1 strike here. This one fouled out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. To the catcher, Pete Jorgen. Jorgen, nice throw in the bottom of the first, threw out Luke Becker, who attempted to steal second. Manuel Geraldo put the tag on Becker, and that was the first out of the inning. Let's pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Geraldo at first. Trey Hunt on deck. Teo Martinez, the top of the order in the hole. And that pitch missing low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count here, 1 out, 1 on for the Legends. They lead 2-0. Top of the second. Here's the payoff pitch from Candelario. He kicks and fires. Runner goes. Throw goes with him, and they're not going to get him. Oh, they do get him. Wow, I thought they got him on the waist after he was there. And that's a double play. The strikeout down to the throw at second, and that, let's watch this again. Oh, I don't know. Pretty close. Either way, the ump says he's out, and we're headed to the bottom of the second. Legends 2, Genomes nothing. We'll be back with more Genomes baseball right after this. Here's Gavin Johns at the plate to start the bottom of the second here. Genome's trailing 2-0. And the first pitch missing, ball 1. That one in there for a strike. 1-1 strike, 88 miles an hour from Corsino that time. Corsino doubled his pitch count in the first inning, not where you'd want him if you're into load management, if you're managing your pitching staff that way. Pitch count already at 27 on the game as he begins the second. And this one hit by Johns, picked up by Geraldo, but he can't get it to make the throw, so that'll be a hit for Gavin Johns, and they have the leadoff runner on here in the bottom of the second. Demetrius Moore comes to the plate. He was yesterday's hero at the end of the game that had to be finished from Tuesday night. Demetrius stole home and tied the game up, and then later on in the game hit the game-winning walk-off hit to center field, and great to see him put up those numbers. This one chopped to Montrell Marshall. He grabs it, fires to first, and they get the out. And that is out number one here in the bottom of the second. The runner, though, does advance to second. Johns makes it safely. So now the third baseman comes to the plate, Clayton Melbauer. 1 on, 1 out for the right-handed hitting Melbauer. 210 average, 4 home runs, and 13 RBIs. Corsino looking in. Big lead at second for Johns. And this one fouled out of play, strike one. Here's the 0-1 to Melbauer. Corsino pitching out of the stretch. Side eyes the runner at second. Now he kicks and throws, and this one up high. 1-1 strike. $90-mile-an-hour pitch on that last one from Corsino. His fastball is always between 88 and 94. Here's the 1-1. Johns with a big lead. Fakes. Now Corsino steps off and looks like he was going to throw to Pugh down at second. Johns gets back. No throw. Travis Lyle, as you see him, the second base umpire, or first base umpire out there at second right now. One ball, one strike. 28th meeting between the Legends and Genomes on the season. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a strike. Nice looking pitch from Corsino. Movement on that one, 80 miles an hour. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Melbauer. After tonight's game, both teams are going to hop on the bus, and they're both headed to Pennsylvania. Legends travel to Lancaster for a 3-game weekend series. Genomes go to York for a 3-game series. And then both of those teams will come back, and they've got another series versus each other. Here's the pitch. And good-looking pitch. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Melbauer with a 702 OPS. 1 on, 1 out for the Gnomes as they have trailed from the get-go after the Courtney Hawkins blast to left field. Corsino out of the stretch. Looks over at Johns. Now looks back to the home. And he'll step off the mound again. Jorgen made such a great throw on Becker. I would dare Johns to take third with Marshall over there. And Jorgen's arm, I think they would get him. I'm not so sure they're not going to try and pick him off here. Johns has got a big lead. I'd be awful careful. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, Corsino. And Johns goes. Jorgen fires. And they got him. I just got done saying he should be very careful because Jorgen's arm and Montrell will put the tag on him, and they did. As you watch this replay right here, here it goes. It was close, but they got him. Full count, 2 outs here to Milbauer. And that pitch struck him out. And he'll go down looking as Corsino throws a beautiful pitch right over the plate. It's 2-0. We're headed to the 3rd inning. Legends on the Genomes. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Trey Hunt just signed with the Legends a few days ago, making his first plate appearance wearing number 5. The right fielder coming up to bat, facing Alexis Candelario. And that first pitch to him is in there for strike 1. Strike 2. Trey Hunt's from San Diego, California, where he was born. He is 6'2", 190. He's 29 years old. And the quick pitch this time, he'll chop that over the head of Candelario, but they get him on the throw for out number 1 as Johns charges that pitch that Hunt hit over on a chopping ground ball over the head of Candelario. He charges it and fires and gets him out. So out number 1. And Tio Martinez steps back up, and he represents the top of the lineup. Nobody on, one out for Martinez. He is center field this afternoon. He shows bunt and pulls back just in time. One ball, no strikes. Dollar beer night tonight here at the ballpark. So if you're close by, grab the friends and the family. Come out, enjoy dollar beers, and let the kids grab a soda and a hot dog and take in a baseball game tonight. You could watch one on TV, but it's not the same, folks, as being here in the park, listening to the music and seeing the players up close. Tio steps out, wants an extra second, and he'll get it. One ball, one strike. Candelario from the stretch, kicks, fires, and ripped into left field, but it's going to be caught by Chris Shaw at the warning track as Tio hits a line drive all the way to the warning track. Had that ball been just a little more towards center, it would have dropped in for extra bases. But that is the second time today he's hit a line drive. First time up, he hit a line drive to first base, and it was caught by Dueñez. This time, it's caught by Shaw. Tillman Pugh back to the plate. He singled his first time up and scored on the Courtney Hawkins home run. First pitch here, outside, ball one. Swing and a miss here. One ball, one strike now to Tillman. 244 average on the season. He does have light tower power. There you go. 13 home runs, 42 RBIs. Swing and a miss here. One ball, two strikes. Candelario does something interesting when he pitches. He will sometimes do a quick pitch like he did right there. If the batter is in the box, he will walk up and just turn and throw a pitch. As long as his foot is on the rubber there, it counts. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Here's a 2-2 grounder. Johns picks it up, fires to Dueñez, and that'll end the inning. 3 up and 3 down for Candelario. We're headed to the bottom of the third. Legends still leading 2-0. Genomes coming up. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Luke Becker stepping back up to the plate to face Daniel Corsino for the second time tonight. His first time up, he singled to right, but was thrown out trying to steal second. And that first pitch in there for a strike, fastball from Corsino. No balls, one strike. Corsino winds, kicks, and fires. And Becker, a line drive into center field for a base hit past the diving Manuel Geraldo. And Becker, for the second time tonight, is on safely, this time with a single to center field. And now Chris Shaw will come back up for his second appearance of the night. Folks, if you're not at the ballpark, you should be, because now through the fifth inning, it is 50% off at the Stash Shop. That is 50% off. So any souvenir you want, half price. That is a pretty good deal. So much so that I'm going to go ahead and put the mic down. I'll be back in about 6 to 7 minutes, depending on the line in the Stash Shop. Just kidding. Chris Shaw stepping in. 1 on, nobody out for Shaw, 274 batting average. 13 home runs and 50 RBIs for the left fielder slash first baseman. Corsino taking a long time this time. Now kicks and fires. 90-mile-an-hour fastball in there for strike one to Shaw. A lot of fans made their way to the Stash Shop. See a lot of people coming out with those $1 beers all night. That is a heck of a deal. No balls, one strike. And this one missing outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Shaw. Thanks to all of our corporate sponsors like Kentucky Lottery, Fueling Imagination, Funding Education. Friends of Cole, who every Tuesday night, the free hot dogs are compliments of Friends of Cole for everybody. That pitch low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Shaw walked his first time up. Don Howard Heating and Plumbing, Fayette Heating and Air, Mo Southwest Grill, OC Sports, CHI St. Joseph Hospital. Thanks to all of our partners. Without you, there is no us. And that one in there for strike two. 2-2 now to the left fielder. That pitch, 87 miles an hour, hit the outside corner. Becker at first base for the Genomes. Shaw in the batter's box. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Legends leading 2-0. And here's the 2-2 from Corsino. Shaw hits this one, and he gets by Geraldo at short into left field. Hawkins fields it, throws it back to Geraldo. And now 2 on, nobody out for the Genomes here in the bottom of the third. You see how upset Geraldo is with himself there, as 2 consecutive hits have gone right towards him, and he just hasn't gotten there in time. And I don't know if I would fault myself for that, Manuel. Those were both hit pretty solid. And the former American League home run champion at the plate, Chris Davis, he has hit 12 home runs in 29 games, 340 batting average, 31 RBIs, averaging more than 1 RBI every time he plays a game. And this one hit up the middle. Geraldo grabs that one in time, touches the bag, fires to first, and gets the double play on his own. And that will make up for those 2 balls that he was mad at himself about. I don't know that anybody would have been able to grab those. But he does make the 6-3 double play on his own. Luke Becker gets to third base, so 1 on, 2 outs now. And now Jimmy Paredes steps back in. He singled to right field his first time up. Paredes is batting .300. So take Chris Davis out of the lineup for the month that he has been here. And Paredes leads the team with batting as far as for average. 12 home runs, 48 RBIs to boot. Corsino looking in. Corsino got out of a first inning jam, got out of a second inning jam, and now he's got a runner at third and 2 outs. And the first pitch outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Now the wind blowing to the left field side, so that would be southwest. Big lead down there. That one just missed the outside corner. 2 balls, no strikes. Luke Becker at third base. He's really pushing that lead down there on the line. Corsino looking over. 2 balls, no strikes here to Jimmy Paredes. From the stretch, he kicks, fires, and it's going to be 3-0. You can almost understand the hesitancy to throw to Paredes. He is a pull hitter for the most part. I'm not sure what's going on here. He gives Paredes, I think, was that a balk or what?
That is an intentional walk. They didn't throw the 4th pitch. That is an intentional walk.
Because of what?
Because they didn't throw the 4th pitch.
Oh, okay. So they're just going to go ahead and give Paredes the walk, and they're going to throw to Samir Duenas. So runners at first and third. So Paredes takes first base on the intentional walk. And Samir Duenas steps up, 260 batter with runners at first and third, 2 outs. And the first pitch to him is in there for strike 1, 83 miles an hour. You know, when you're a batter and a guy gets walked in front of you and they say, we want to pitch to you, you take that personally. And you want to prove that they're pitching to the wrong guy. And that's what Duenas wants to do. He wants to prove that you walk Paredes and you want to pitch to me? Okay, fine. I'm going to make you pay. This one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball at 89 that time from Corsino. Corsino already has gotten himself out of 2 jams. Can he do it a third time? I mean, this guy's got more lives than a cat. Duenas has 7 home runs on the year and 27 RBIs. Duenas is a pull hitter. When he hits the ball out, it has always been pulled. That one low, missing. 2 balls, 1 strike. He has hit probably the second longest home run I've seen here. When he pulled the ball and hit it over the Pepsi party deck early in the season back in May. Now, the Legends, Courtney Hawkins, without a doubt, has probably hit the ball the furthest that I've actually seen. 2 balls, 1 strike. Corsino from the stretch, kicks, fires, and Duenas pops it up, but it's not going to be playable as it will be foul going over the first base side. But now Corsino is within a strike of trying to get out of this inning. The Genomes are hoping to get a hittable ball here for Duenas and get something on the board. Two balls, 2 strikes to Duenas, 2 outs. Corsino pitching out of the stretch. Runners at the corners for the Gnomes. Is he going to get out of the inning? We'll find out right here. And this one hit to left field. Hawkins coming in, and the ball drops fair. One run will score. Nope, he's saying now. Marvin King says foul ball. And boy, that looked really close to being fair. I really want to see that replay if we can pull that up. As we pull this replay, there it goes, and it is a, oh, that's fair, folks. Wow. I think the Legends got away with one here. But you know what? Maybe they didn't, because the third base coach had a good look, and he's not putting up any fight. So if he's not going to fight for it, I'm certainly not. Runners at first and third. 2 strikes on Dueñez. Corsino has more lives than a cat, folks. He's going to get out of this. He needs one good pitch here. Dueñez needs one good hit. Swing and a miss, and Corsino gets out of another jam. We're headed to the 4th inning, folks. Legends 2, Genomes nothing. We'll be back with more Genomes baseball right after this. Top of the 4th inning, folks. Courtney Hawkins coming up to the plate. Hawkins represents the 2 runs that are on the board for either team. And Alexis Candelario on one knee, finishing a prayer as he stands up and ready to face Hawkins for the 2nd time tonight. First time these two faced each other were 1st inning, still looking for the baseball. Strike 1 there. 34 home runs, 83 RBIs for the Legends left fielder. And this one ripped into left field for a base hit, and he is now 2 for 2. Courtney hits for power. He hits for average. He is talent-ready, major league material. And now Isaiah Tejeda comes up. He struck out his first time up, but did hit a ball to left that went foul that was an absolute rocket of a hit. Had it stayed fair, it would have been multiple bases for him. And the first pitch in there, strike one at 90 miles an hour from Candelario. Hawkins at first, Tejeda at the plate. Phillip Ervin, the DH, is on deck. Montrell Marshall in the hole for the Legends. And strike two to Tejeda. Same pitch, 90 miles an hour, right down the pipe, and he's in the hole. 249 batting average for Tejeda, 18 home runs. That's second on the team. And now Tejeda steps out. Candelario didn't like that much. Out of the stretch. Here's the 0-2 missing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. $50% off all merchandise in the stash shop. Now, I don't know if that deal is online, folks, but if you go to LexingtonLegends.com, you can definitely get 15% off by logging in right now. This pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But if you're here or if you're close by, it's only the 4th inning. You got till the end of the 5th to get here and get 50% off in the stash shop. And, hey, while you're here, grab a beer for $1. Why not? Grab a hat, have a couple beers, enjoy the baseball game. This one chopped foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marshall, one of the better third basemen in the league defensively. This pitch outside. 2 balls, no strikes. He had a 2-home run game last week. And this one outside. 3 balls, no strikes now. So Marshall has worked the count 3-0. Two on, 1 out. Top of the 4th. And Marshall, on a 4-pitch walk, will take first base. So after he was 0-2 ahead of Tejeda, he threw 4 out of 5 pitches as balls. And now 4 straight, and he has walked the last 2 batters. And the bases are loaded now with 1 out. And a very dangerous hitter coming to the plate in Manuel Geraldo. And Mark Minicozzi wants to talk to his pitcher as bases are loaded and Manuel Geraldo getting ready to come to the plate. So bases loaded. Manuel Geraldo coming to the plate. Ashley Salsa dancing. Legends with a 2-0 lead. And who was that? Come on, shake your body, baby, to that jumbo money. That's who it. That's right. Gloria Stefan and the Miami Sound Machine. I was going in that direction. I got as close as DeBarge in my files in my head, and I was like, it's not DeBarge. And boy, she was big at one point, wasn't she? I mean, she was big. DeBarge at one point pretty much owned the radio waves for a while. Ball 1 to Geraldo. Bases loaded, 1 out for the Legends. Top of the 4th. They lead here 2-0. And this one 2-0. Now you're in a bad position if you're Candelario because you've got the bases loaded, 2 balls and no strikes to Manuel Geraldo, and he knows you have to throw a strike, and he knows you need to throw a strike, and he knows you want to throw a strike, and therein lies the trouble because he'll be waiting on a strike. Here's the 2-0. Inside, 3 balls, no strike. And now everything I just said gets even more intense because now you have to throw a strike or you walk in a batter. And Manuel's going to look for that. And he's going to rip on this pitch. Is he going to work his way out? Strike 1. Now, on that 3-0 pitch, I'm not taking. I know he's got to throw a strike. Hey, what's up, dog? Swing and a miss here. Full count here, 2 outs. Full count, 1 out, 3-2, 1 out, bases loaded. And here comes the payoff pitch from Candelario. And he hits this one hard, but it's going to sail foul. Full count, 1 out. Bases loaded for the Legends. And this one fouled off as well. So 2 straight payoff pitches. Candelario fighting to not walk in a run. Geraldo fighting to either have a run walked in or rip this ball and get more runs in for the Legends so they can extend the lead. 3-2-1 out. Here comes the payoff from Candelario from the stretch. And inside, and they will walk a run in. Hawkins will come in to score, give the RBI to Manuel Geraldo, and it is a 3-0 Legends lead. And Pete Jorgen and DMX come up to the plate. Jorgen steps in with 1 out, bases loaded. And he hits this one to second. They're going to get a force out at second. Will they get 2? No, he's safe, and the run scores. Jorgen runs it out and gets an RBI. RBI single for Jorgen. And Mark Minikazi didn't like that call. He's coming out to talk. As we try to pull up the replay here, we'll see. And, ooh, wow. That was a bang-bang play. That was a bang-bang play. You know, and that's what these guys have to do. You know, they have to watch that play and make a call live. Did you make the call at home? Do you think you got it right? If you did, you're better than me, because I saw it just now live, and I saw the replay, and I wouldn't have been able to make the right call probably. This one fouled off. Strike 1 here to Trey Hunt, the right fielder from San Diego, California, just signed with the Legends. Runners at first and third, 1 run scored. It's 4-0 Legends. 2 outs here, top of the 4th. And Trey Hunt gets his first hit as a Legend into right field. Another run will score. It's 5-0. Jorgen goes to third, and Trey Hunt gets an RBI single. And the Legends lead 5-0 here in Lexington. And now the top of the order, and Teo Martinez coming to the plate with 2 outs. Legends leading 5-0. Genomes trying to hang in here with Candelario. If they pull him before the 5th inning, they lose their DH, and that's Chris Davis. They don't want to do that. And this one hit into right field, and it gets by the right fielder. Demetrius Moore will back him up and throw it in. Another run scores. 2 runs score. It's 7-0 Legends on a double by Teo Martinez as it gets past Jimmy Paredes in right. As you watch the replay here, Paredes charges that, and he lost it in the sun. Paredes lost that shot by Martinez in the sun. It gets by him. Moore backed him up, threw it in, but not before 2 runs scored. And Teo Martinez, the former Genome, now a Legend, ends up at second base with a 2-run double. And the first pitch here to Pugh is fouled up into the air. Here's the 0-1 to Tillman Pugh, runner at second. Genomes trailing 7-0. This one hits straight to Demetrius Moore. He'll make the catch, and the inning's over. But the Legends put 5 runs up on the board on 4 hits, and we are headed to the bottom of the 4th. Legends 7, Genomes nothing. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. It has been all Legends through the first 3.5 innings. Corsino, first pitch, ball 1. Corsino with a 7th spot here. As the Legends bats really got heated up last inning, put 5 runs up, and this one hits Austin Rye, and I don't think that was deliberate there. I mean, Corsino has no reason to hit Rye, especially when he's leading 7-0. Neither pitcher has done that tonight, and I think everybody knows that. Marvin King, the home plate umpire, knows that as well. Sometimes you just lose control of a pitch. I mean, it happens. Austin Rye at first base, and now here's Gavin Johns, 242. And he'll get a base hit right up the middle. Martinez grabs it and runners at first and second now as he hits a 85-mile-an-hour pitch from Corsino. And the Genomes, as they have the last 3 innings, have base runners, but just have not been able to bring them in. Bottom of the 4th here. Now Rye is talking about with Tillman Pugh there. Demetrius Moore coming to the plate. Clayton Melbauer on deck. Two on, nobody out. top of the fourth. And Moore shows bunt. Ball comes in really close inside. And, of course, after that fight yesterday, and Austin Rye, who just got hit by a pitch, that was kind of scary with that one going in so close to Demetrius Moore. And he smiles out at Corsino. Hopefully that was a knowing smile that he knows he didn't mean to do it. 1 ball, no strikes here. 2 on, nobody out, bottom of the fourth. And again, he shows bunt, and again, it comes in a little too close. 2 balls, no strikes. That one wasn't as close as the previous pitch. Maybe that one was just high. My angle is not the best. I'm behind the plate to the right, so I'm almost directly behind the left-hand batters. So 2 balls, no strikes, but Demetrius and Corsino both taking a long time here between this pitch and the last one. Melbauer on deck. Luke Becker, the top of the order in the hole. Here's the 2-0. And that one inside. My goodness, 3 balls, no strikes to Moore. That one 85 miles an hour. The sun just starting to set. Now so a mound visit there with Carlos Ramirez, who's on the injured list, going out there to settle down Corsino. Manuel Geraldo talking to him. Carlos giving some support and clapping it up for his teammate. Now, you know, I'm a Daniel Corsino fan because no player on that Legends roster gives out more baseballs to kids at the game than Daniel Corsino. He will sit over there by the dugout camera, chew sunflower seeds, and give out every baseball that he comes into contact with to a kid sitting in the stands, and I love that. 3 balls, no strikes to the center fielder, Demetrius Moore. And that one misses. And 4 pitches, and Moore's on base. And now bases loaded, nobody out for the Genomes. And it looks like they may have something going here. Clayton Melbauer comes to the plate, and now the top of the order, Luke Becker, is on deck. And we're ready. Corsino kicks and fires. Fouled back. No balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded for the Genomes. Seven nothing lead for the Legends. Legends got 2 runs on a Courtney Hawkins home run in the top of the first. 5 runs last inning on 4 hits. Walks will haunt you, folks. Check swing went around there. Strike 1. Excuse me, strike 2. Thank you, Ashley. Ashley does some stringer work now for Major League Baseball, so she's on top of it. Plus, I got Keith Hardiman, who's always mouthing off about what he knows, to my left. Hugh Davis is even worse than him. It gets worse as you go down the line here. You resemble that remark? Is that what you want to say? Actually, if they weren't here, I would sound like more of an idiot than I already do. Here's the 0-2. Bases loaded, nobody out, bottom of the fourth. And this one chopped foul, and the count's now 0-3. So is it 0-3 or 0-2? 0-3, thank you. 0-2. Clayton Melbauer, 209 batter, 4 home runs and 13 RBIs. OPS right at 700. Here's the 0-2. Corsino from the stretch. Fires. Swing and a miss, and that is out number one for the Legends. Corsino has survived on his cat-like 9 lives today. He has had trouble in every inning, and this one notwithstanding. He's in trouble again with bases loaded. This is the third out of 4 innings where bases have been loaded, and the only other inning he had 2 people on base when he got out of the inning. Is he going to do it again? I mean, the Legends only have 6 hits, but they've got 7 runs. The Genomes have 6 hits. They have nothing to show for it. Luke Becker at the plate, .300 batting average. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Officially 297. We rounded up to the nearest 3,000th of a percent there. 16 home runs, 66 RBIs, OPS right around 900. In the hole here, 0-1, 1 out, bases loaded for the Genomes. Bottom of the 4th, Legends 7, Genomes nothing. Here's the 0-1 from Corsino from the stretch. He'll kick, fire, and Marvin King says no, sir, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Thursday. As our Roach is ready for the Roach race to begin the inning, the 5th inning. He's already in uniform down there, scurrying around, looking for food. Sugar water is always good. Roaches love sugar water. 1 ball, 1 strike. Luke Becker at the plate, the former Kentucky star. Corsino. Here's the 1-1. Becker rips this into right field. 1 run will score. Another runner is going to, nope, he's going to hold up at third as the throw comes in from Hunt, and it's 7-1. Genomes finally on the board here as Becker singles in an RBI. So bases still loaded for Chris Shaw. And Chris Davis on deck. Shaw thrown out of last night's game for arguing balls and strikes. And sometimes that happens, you know, you get upset, you get frustrated. Tensions were already high yesterday. And that one in there for strike 1. Now, Shaw can make this thing close with a 1 swing of the bat. He hit a grand slam home run in this past series, not this one, but the previous series against the Legends. He had another home run, 450 feet almost, straightaway center. So he has power to make this game close here. Here's the 0-1 from Corsino. That one looked good, but misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Daniel Corsino has thrown 70 pitches tonight. Actually, pitch number 70 coming up. And that is through 3 1/3 innings. Half of those have been strikes. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss here by Shaw. And Jorgen lost track of it for about a half second, but realized he was standing over the top of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. For the Genomes, they trail 7-1. Gavin Johns at third. Demetrius Moore at second. Luke Becker at first. Chris Shaw at the plate. And the very threatening Chris Davis on deck. One ball, two strikes to Chris Shaw, the former San Francisco Giant. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that is out number 2, and that was a big out for Corsino. And here's Chris Davis. First time up, he hit into a double play. First time he actually flew out to left field. Last time he hit into a double play, I should say. Bases loaded, 2 outs for the former American League home run king from 2008. This will be a big out if Corsino can get it. Genomes trail big. And the first pitch in there for strike 1, 82 miles an hour. Thirsty Thursday here at the ballpark. Fans starting to get more vocal. The sun finally starting to set here in central Kentucky, known for their bourbon, their basketball, their horses, their legends, and now their genomes. Davis swings and chops this one foul, and he's in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. Nobody warming up in the bullpen. Chris Davis threw a month in the Atlantic League, batting .337. He's hit 12 home runs in 29 games. He has 31 RBIs in 29 games. That's an RBI, or a little more than 1 RBI per game for the former Oakland A. Here's the 0-2 from Corsino. Bases loaded. Outside, 1-2. Davis holds up his hand and tells his teammate John, stay there. The ball did not get by him. Folks, you still have time to come down here and get 50% off merchandise in the Stash Shop. Replica, right? Here's the 1-2 to Davis. Bases loaded. And swings and misses and got him out. Big strikeouts back-to-back as he takes down the former San Francisco Giant and the former Oakland A to end the inning. And the Legends hold on to a 7-1 lead. How is Corsino getting out of these innings? Legends big, 7-1 right now. We're headed to the 5th inning. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Courtney Hawkins will lead things off here as we begin the bottom of the, or top of the fifth inning, I should say. So used to the Legends being the home team. Get a little backwards sometimes when these two play here. Courtney today is 2 for 2 with a home run and a single to left. And the first pitch missing, 1-0. And this one misses as well. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's a 2-0, and that one misses. 3 balls, no strikes now. Candelario. That was pitch number 80 on the evening. 48 of those have been strikes for Candelario. This might be the last inning for him. That one in there for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to Courtney Hawkins. You get a good look at him there. Here's the 3-1, and Hawkins hits this one foul, and the count goes full now, 3-2. On the season, Hawkins 301 batting average with 34, let me say that again, 34 home runs, 83 RBIs. Hey, good job, Moises Sierra. He grabbed a foul ball, threw it to somebody there. Hawkins hits this one foul. Count stays full. Moises grabs that one. Nice little snag, too. And throws that to another fan. Look at that. 2 balls in a row. Hawkins' OPS is over 1,000. It's been there all season long. Full count, 3-2. And this one outside. And Hawkins will get a base on balls, and the Legends are in business here in the top of the 5th. Isaiah Tejeda comes up to the plate. He walked his last time up and scored. One on, nobody out for Tejeda. Batting right at 250, 18 home runs, 56 RBIs. No balls, 1 strike. This one up high. 1-1 now. Tejeda with 56 RBIs. That is good for second on the team. Tejeda hits this a ton. Is it going to be deep enough, though? It's going back to the wall, and Moore will catch it right in front of the KU sign on the warning track. So Tejeda gave that thing a ride, but not enough to get out of here. Hawkins goes back to first, and that is out number 1. And now the designated hitter, Phillip Urban, coming in. Urban's 0 for 2 tonight. He popped out to second and flew out to center field. And he'll hit this pitch, and it goes fouled. Fouled? No, I think just foul. Strike 1. Hey, I want to give a shout-out to our technical team, Judith Drake, Adam Marson, Sam Wallace-Smith, all the people that are working those cameras tonight. What's your name, young man? What is it? Josh Smith. Josh Smith I want to say thanks to all them. They work hard. They do a fantastic job. They get better every single game. And that one in there for a strike. 0-2 the count. It's not easy to bring a game live and then throw up the replays on a whim whenever they are asked to do it. There's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes, and people realize it's not just pushing buttons back there. Well, yes, technically you're right. It is just pushing buttons, but you've got to know which button to push. This one in the dirt. Hawkins almost ready to go, starts to, and then thinks better of it as the catcher, Austin Rye, able to grab that ball and hold him in place. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hey, if you have a green Cadillac DeVille, you have been towed from our parking lot. And I want to thank you for supporting Legends Baseball, but please don't park in the space that says players only. This one bounces in front of Rye. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm just kidding. Nobody got towed. What's wrong with the green Cadillac DeVille? I like that. Maybe because I watched Taxi Driver last night. Oh, yeah, maybe they did just need to be towed. If you have a pink Yugo with green pinstripes, please move your vehicle before we tow it. Hey, as a reminder, folks, there is a fireworks show tonight. And because it's a Genomes game, it is for Genomes fans only. So we ask all the Legends fans, please don't look up. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. Irvin hits this one third base side, picked up by Melbauer, fired over to second, over to first. They won't get him at first, but they get Hawkins at second on the force out. And that was going to be 2 the hard way if they could get it, but Irvin able to leg out that one. So with 2 outs, Phillip Irvin at first. Third baseman Montrell Marshall steps back up. First pitch to him, strike 1. Montrell walked his last time up and scored. Popped out to short his first time up. 1 on, 2 outs for Marshall. Swing and a miss here. Big cut by Montrell. No balls, 2 strikes. He has 47 RBIs on the season to go with his 11 home runs. And this one, strike 3 called to Marshall as he watches that one go by, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. Genomes with work to do. They trail here 7-1. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Jimmy Paredes will lead off the bottom of the fifth here as the Gnomes trail 7-1 to the Legends. Swing and a miss on the first pitch from Corsino. And Paredes would love to have that pitch again. Paredes 300 batting average, 12 home runs, and 48 RBIs. Very dangerous at the plate. Outside, 1-1. Paredes singled to right his first time up and was intentionally walked his next time up. Swing and a miss here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Corsino ahead. Corsino's pitch count now up at 78 pitches on the night. So he started off with 25 in the first inning, and since then it has gotten a little better. And this one low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Legends have led from the get-go here. Genomes won game 1 of this series. Paredes hits this, a monster to center field. It's going to bounce off the center field wall. Played by Martinez, thrown in. Paredes turns for third, and he'll be in there. And the ball gets by Montrell Marshall on the throw, but he was backed up by Corsino, thankfully. And Jimmy Paredes will have a triple to lead off the bottom of the fifth. Yeah, good job by Corsino to back up third the way he's supposed to. Because if that would have gotten by Marshall and went into the dugout, Paredes would have scored. They would have given him home on the throw that went out of play. And that's why we were talking earlier about fundamental baseball being played at the lowest levels. You know, at the Little League level, if the kids are taught well at that level, when they make it to this level, they know how to play. They look good. They do what Corsino just did. Nobody out, runner on third, bottom of the fifth. And here's Samir Dueñez. Dueñez chops this over to Tillman Pugh. Runner's going to score. And that is a 4-3 out RBI for Dueñez. And it is a 7-2 game with 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth. Genomes are going to do their best to try to claw their way back into this thing. And if there's anyone who can do it, it's the Genomes. They have won 19 out of 27 matchups with the Legends. This one's going to be popped straight up into the air. Shortstop coming in. That's Geraldo. He's calling everybody off, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. So Dueñez pops out. Excuse me, I said Dueñez pops out. That was actually Austin Rye that popped out. Dueñez grounded out and got the run in. And Gavin Johns will come up now with 2 outs. Johns 2 for 2 tonight with 2 singles. First time up, he hit the shot towards the shortstop, and no throw was made. Next time up, single to center. Oh, and he got hit in the back. Corsino threw a fastball, 90 miles an hour, hit Johns in the back. And that is the second person to be hit in this game. And there's some chatter going back and forth now between the dugouts. Mark Minikazi comes out to the umpire and says, hey, that's the second guy they've hit. He didn't hit him in the arm. He hit him in the back. He hit the other guy in the arm. And now he's really giving it to Marvin King. And he's really giving it to King here, and I don't know that Marvin King's going to let him go too much longer there. Austin Rye was the first person hit tonight. And I see what he's yelling now. He's yelling that that pitch was a fastball up, and he should have had better control of that. There's no way that was on accident, is his complaint. It was an 88-mile-an-hour fastball. And Demetrius Moore, who had chin music 3 times in a row last time up, steps in. And the first pitch to him is low and away, ball 1. So 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. The fireworks continue between these two teams. And he's still chattering to Marvin King. I'm surprised that Marvin has let him go this long. Coach, somebody needs to tell Coach settle down so he can stay out there and stay in this game. And this pitch is low. 2 balls, no strikes to Demetrius Moore. Moore, 244 average, a home run and 18 RBIs. Which I don't think that's correct. He had a game-winning RBI last night, and I think he had 18 RBIs yesterday, so that can't be right. Demetrius' bat has really started to heat up lately. 1 on, 2 outs. 2-0 to Moore, the center fielder. This one up high, 3-0. He grounded out to third his first time up. He walked last time up on 4 straight pitches, and now he's 3-0 here. Can he walk again? And he does. 4 straight pitches for the second time in a row for Demetrius Moore. And that's not the guy that I want to walk because he has got incredible speed on the base path. I mean, he stole home for the win for the Tuesday night game, albeit it was done on Wednesday. So the Legends, with a 7-2 lead now in the bottom of the 5th, 2 on and 2 outs, and Clayton Melbauer will come up, and the top of the order, Luke Becker, will be on deck. Strike 1 to Clayton Melbauer. Luke Becker on deck, Chris Shaw in the hole. 2 on, 2 outs for the Genomes, as they are in the wild card race, still ahead of the Rockers and the Barnstormers. This one hit to short. He has trouble getting it out of his glove. Fires over to first. Just got Melbauer to end the inning, as no chance of getting Demetrius Moore at second. He's helped up by Tillman Pugh. They say hey to each other. Hawkins says hey to him. But they get the runner, and they get out of the inning. So just got him there. We're headed to the 6th, folks. It's been the Legends all along, 7-2. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Top of the sixth inning, and the shortstop, Manuel Geraldo, comes to the plate. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Legends are leading 7-2. They've led the entire way tonight. And the first pitch from the new pitcher, Yohendria Herrera, is outside, ball one. Manuel Geraldo's batting from the left now. Actually, he's been there all night. Both pitchers have been right-handed, but he is the only switch hitter on this team, so he can bat from either side. Swing and a miss there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Herrera, 4.06 ERA. One of the hardest throwing pitchers on the Genomes team. This one fouled out of play, strike 2. That pitch there that was fouled was 93 miles an hour from Herrera. I got a sneaky suspicion somebody might get hit with a pitch this inning. That pitch outside, fastball, 94 miles an hour. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I don't know that the Genomes have anybody who throws faster than Herrera. Do they? I think 94, 95 from him has been the fastest I've seen out of their dugout. Or bullpen, I should say, all year. Swing and a miss here. Strike 3 on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and that is out number 1. And that's the first time tonight that Geraldo has gone down on strikes. And Pete Jorgen comes up. And now Pete Jorgen looks at a 93-mile-an-hour fastball for strike 1. He reached on a fielder's choice, got an RBI out of it, and then struck out, and then they threw down a second and got a double play out of it. Jorgen, 228. No home runs yet. 8 RBIs. One of my favorite players to watch. I love this guy's hustle. Mom and Dad did a good job of teaching him to hustle and work hard because that's all you see out of him. This one chopped up the middle, grabbed and fired over to first, and they get him on a great play by Luke Becker at second base. As Becker raced to his right, and the replay here you'll see, grabs it and fires to first on 1 bounce, and they get him. And that's out number 2 after the Geraldo strikeout. And now Trey Hunt will come back up. Last time at the plate, he got his first base hit as a Lexington legend. He is 1 for 3, and that base hit also came with an RBI, so he is batting .333. He is 1 for 2 tonight, and this is gone. Deep left field, out of here. Trey Hunt with a solo home run, and it is an 8-2 Legends game. I mean, got every bit of that pitch, and I knew it as soon as he hit it. It left his bat in an absolute hurry. And they will be hunting for that ball hit by Trey. See what I did there? Because his name's Trey Hunt. Eight to 2 Legends lead. Trey Hunt hit a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. He pulled it to left field, and it was an absolute shot. As you saw that replay there, you immediately knew it was gone. Absolutely no doubt. And this one hit up into the air. It's going to be playable. Coming over is Paredes. Can he make the catch? Nope, it's not going to be playable. It goes out onto the patio near the Mattress Overstock Warehouse. Strike one. 2 outs here. Top of the 6th. So that's got to feel good for Trey Hunt because now he's batting .500 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Just like that, his batting average went up 167 points. His RBI total doubled with 1 swing of the bat. His home runs, he's now on the board with a home run. Here's the 0-1 fouled off, and it's no balls, 2 strikes now to the leadoff batter, Teo Martinez, also the center fielder, batting .219 on the season. Started off the year as a Kentucky Wild Health Genome, now a Lexington legend. Yesterday's melee began after he was hit with a pitch. And he'll go down swinging, strike 3, and that will end the inning, but not before the Legends put another run on the board on a Trey Hunt solo shot home run. Folks, we're headed to the bottom of the 6th. Genomes still trailing here, 8-2 to the Legends. We'll be back with more Genomes baseball right here on the Genomes Baseball Network. Welcome back to Wild Health Field here in Lexington, Kentucky. The Kentucky Wild Health Genomes trail here 8-2 on the Lexington Legends. Yermil Geraldo, there's a good look at him as he takes the mound for the Legends now. They lead by 6 runs after the Trey Hunt home run. Luke Becker steps in, and we're ready for the bottom of the 6th here. And the first pitch to Becker in there for strike 1. No balls, one strike. Bottom of the sixth. These two teams have been going at it for almost 2 weeks here, the better part of which the Genomes have been in the lead of those games and have won. But the Legends trying to reverse the curse here as they lead 8-2 in the bottom of the sixth. The hard-throwing Yeremil Geraldo on the mound for the Legends. Joe Hendry Herrera, the hard-throwing Herrera on the mound, both of which have fastballs in the upper or mid-90s, I should say. Both throw their fastball around 94, 95 miles an hour. So this is heat versus heat from these bullpens. Becker batting .299, 16 home runs, 67 RBIs. Here's the 1-2. He'll kick and fire, and this one upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Luke. Nice crowd here tonight, taking the baseball game in. 50% off the merchandise was a big hit down there in the gift shop. Thank you to all those wonderful young ladies working in the gift shop tonight. We appreciate what you do down there, and we know it's not easy. It stays busy. Sometimes it's not busy. Sometimes it is, but either way, the shop's got to look good, and you guys do a great job. Full count here. Becker chops at this one, hits that foul. Full count here to Luke Becker. Becker tonight, 3 for 3. 3 singles, 2 to right field, 1 to center. 67 RBIs. Swing and a miss for the first time tonight. Becker goes down as an out as he reached for that 88-mile-an-hour pitch and didn't come up with it. 1 out, Chris Shaw comes up. Hey, thanks to Justin Kelm for backing me up there. Justin says, "Shut up, you aren't an idiot." On the comments. 1 out, Chris Shaw at the plate, the left fielder. Swing and a miss here. Strike 1 to Shaw. Shaw singled. He's walked and struck out. So he is 1 for 2 tonight. Batting .500 on the night. Here's the 0-1. And that one in there for a strike. 95-mile-an-hour fastball that time from Geraldo. And it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the left fielder. Geraldo from the stretch. Kicks. And the fastball, strike 3 called. And Shaw can only watch as that 95-mile-an-hour fastball blows right by him. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. And now Chris Davis will come up to see if he can catch up to these pitches from Yeremil Geraldo. Davis steps in, 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the 6th. Genomes trailing 8-2 to the Legends. And the first pitch, 95 miles an hour, fouled back for strike 1. Folks, these teams will not be here for only the 2nd time all summer long. They are out of here this weekend, so no baseball from the Legends or the Genomes live here in Lexington. You'll have to get on the road and follow your favorite team to Pennsylvania. And this is also, not only is it the second weekend they won't be here, it's the last weekend they won't be here, because from here on out, one or the other, and sometimes both, will be here to close out the season. Last game will be on September 18th. And I believe that is between the two teams here. This one fouled out of play, and it's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Beautiful night for baseball. Just gorgeous. Nice breeze blowing through. Yaramil looks in, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That last pitch, 95 miles an hour, fouled out of play by Davis. And that one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It was awful close, but he did not ring him up. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs from the stretch. Geraldo kicks, fires, pops straight up into the sky, and I do mean the sky. And Tillman Pugh calls everybody off and says, hey, I got it, and he does. Folks, we're headed to the 7th inning. Legends leading 8-2. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. We'll be right back, everybody. Top of the 7th inning, and Tillman Pugh, who made the catch in the bottom of the 6th, will lead off things here for the Legends. Tillman batting .242, 13 home runs, 42 RBIs. And he'll be facing Herrera, who throws that fastball about the same as Geraldo. Swing and a miss here. That one 92 miles an hour. Strike 1 to Tillman. Yohendry Herrera looks in. Long look from him. Here's the pitch. And that one just missing. One ball, one strike. This one outside, 2-1. Ball gets away from Austin Rye and goes to the backstop. 1,412 show up to tonight's titanic struggle between the Lexington Legends and the Kentucky Wild Health Genomes. Again, attendance 1,412. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tillman hits this one high into the sky. It's going to sail foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now, see, I would not have picked that design to be something you liked. Huh? No, I see. I mean, like, I wouldn't have picked that as a design you would like. Yep, you surprised me with that one. That one misses. Counts full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. No particular reason. I just thought, she's probably not a skull person. And you are. Did you get the 50% off deal just now for that? No, did you really? I'm so jelly. This one hit up the middle. Tillman Pugh gets a base hit on a 3-2 pitch. 93 miles an hour down the middle, and he hits it right back up the middle. And he'll be on base. And Courtney Hawkins will come up to see if he can bring Tillman in. You know, Courtney Hawkins can hit a baseball really far sometimes. Right, Keith? One on, nobody out. Herrera checks his runner, kicks, fires. Check swing by Hawkins. Did he go? Oh, first base umpire Travis Lyle says yes. I'm surprised he said yes. Didn't look like he went. But the Genomes say we'll take it. Anything to get this guy out. No balls, 1 strike. Tillman is a base-stealing threat. And that pitch in there for strike 2. That changeup, 82 miles an hour. Froze the Hawkman up for just a second, but it was enough. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Top of the 7th. Legends with a 6-run lead here. Both teams 8 hits, but the Legends with 8 runs to go with it. And swing and a miss by Hawkins, and that's out number 1. So Isaiah Tejeda will come up. Philip Irvin will be on deck. It is really cooled off here in Lexington. It is absolutely beautiful. As that temperature when we started the game was at 85 degrees, and now it is 75. So a 10-degree drop in temperature here tonight forced Ashley Grigsby to go get a sweatshirt. And Tillman Pugh goes. Throw goes from Austin Rye, and he's going to be in there in plenty of time. And Tillman Pugh gets the stolen base there. As you watch a replay, he was off to the races. They didn't have a chance at getting him. He was there in plenty of time. So runner at second, 1 out. 1 ball, no strike to Tejeda. That one in there, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now. 9th stolen base of the year for Tillman. 9 stolen bases. Hey, they got a nice little beer pyramid going down there. Looks like they're playing a little Jenga on that beer pyramid, too. It's over there on top of the Genomes dugout. This is gone. What a shot by Isaiah Tejeda. And he absolutely crushed a 93-mile-an-hour pitch over the Legends' former scoreboard and flagpole set out in left field. And Tejeda enjoyed that one because he hit that and watched it for a second before he took off running. Home run number 19 for the first baseman. And it is 10-2 Legends. I mean, no doubt where he hit this ball. Watch where this ball goes on the replay. He can't help but to watch it himself. He was not trying to rub anything in, I tell you that. He just couldn't believe he got all of that one. What a shot by Tejeda. His first hit of the night was a monster. Swing and a miss here to Phillip Ervin. He got him on a changeup at 81 miles an hour. Ervin way out ahead of that one. Might have been guessing after that home run he'd throw a fastball in there. I know I would have. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss there, 0-2. Another changeup. Here's the 0-2, low in the dirt, 1-2. We're having fun, and she's just completely annoyed by it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You can tell that was not military training because in the military, you do everything you can to annoy the person next to you. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Legends 10-2 lead on the Genomes. Here's the 1-2. Change up. Got him. Got him. And Ervin knew it too. So, second strikeout of the inning. Montrell Marshall comes up. Hawkins struck out. Tejeda hit a home run. Ervin struck out. Marshall should hit a home run. That is the pattern. Strikeout, home run, strikeout, home run. What's that? Montrell hits this a ton, but it's going to sail foul into the parking lot. No balls, 2 strikes now. Montrell a hair late getting around on that one, 93 miles an hour. You know, it's so amazing in this game what a fraction of a second does, or what just a fraction missing a ball can do. Swing and a miss here, and he struck out the side with a home run in the middle. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th. Legends 10, Genomes 2. We'll be back with more Genomes baseball right after this. First pitch to Proctor, hit to second, goes to short. Here's the pitch. He hits this one to short. Over to second for the force out, and that ends the inning. But
home runs. He'll bat with an 0-2 count here with 2 outs. He'll have a play at the plate as Irvin is going to be tagged out at home.
he hits a grounder to second, double play ball. They throw it to second, and he hits this one a ton. Center field going back, and it is out of here. Chris Shaw with a 2-run home run here in the bottom of the first. It's Thirsty Thursday at the ballpark. Legends lead 10-2 as we get ready for the bottom of the seventh here. Genomes coming up to bat. Hey, and because it's Thirsty Thursday, the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety would like to remind you to drive sober or get pulled over. It's not worth it, folks. Hand your keys to somebody else who has not been drinking and get home safe tonight. Please, for everybody around you, including yourself, drive sober tonight. We hope you have a great time and enjoy your beer, but get home safe. Bottom of the seventh. Jimmy Paredes will lead things off. Paredes steps in. He is 2 for 2 tonight. He was also intentionally walked. And the first pitch here from Luke Lusk, the new pitcher on the mound, strike one. That pitch there, 93 miles an hour. Paredes chops this over to first. Great stop at first base, and Lusk covers, and they will get Paredes. Nice job there by the first baseman. Watch this replay. Tejada throws his glove at the ball. You won't see that every day, folks. The rare 3-1 out as the pitcher covers. And we may not see the replay, but the ball gets stuck in Tejeda's glove. He couldn't get it out in time, so he threw his whole glove to the pitcher, and the pitcher caught his glove with the ball in it. Where is the glove? Where is the glove? That was for you. Samir Dwayne, yes? That's right. And I will always glove you. You didn't like that one? Oh, that was awesome. That's what I pictured Tejada singing to that baseball. Take this job and glove it. Dwayne Yes, chopper to second, picked up by Pugh, fired over to first. And that will be out number 2. Tillman Pugh kept his glove on and threw the ball. That's called callback humor, by the way. Come on, Ashley, what do you got for us here? Nothing? How about LL Cool J's famous song, I Need Glove? About a young kid wanting to play baseball, but he needs a glove. When I'm alone in my room, sometimes. Oh, yeah, California glove. First pitch here, ball 1 to Austin Rye. We'll stop with the puns. Although we glove doing it. 1 ball, no strikes to Rye. 2 outs here, bottom of the 7th. Genomes in a 10-2 hold to the Legends. Team they share the field with here. That one up high and inside, 2-0. Rye was hit by a pitch earlier in the game. Actually, two players have been hit by pitches, Austin Rye and Gavin Johns for the Genomes. And this one hit straight away right field, shallow. Coming in is Trey Hunt, and he'll make the catch. And 3 up, 3 down. We're headed to the 8th. Legends 10, Genomes 2. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky, home of fast horses, bourbon, and basketball. New pitcher on the mounds, Jamie Callahan for the Genomes. Manuel Geraldo, you get a look at him there as he makes his way to the batter's box. He'll be batting left here to face the right-handed Callahan. New second baseman, new right fielder, new left fielder. That doesn't sound right. Is that right? All right. First pitch outside, ball 1 to Geraldo. One ball, no strikes. And this one upstairs, 2-0 now to Geraldo. The defensive substitutions here, Spencer Henn will replace Luke Becker. At second base, he'll be first in the lineup. Cody Lovejoy comes in to replace Chris Shaw. He'll be batting second. And Omar Artson will replace Jimmy Paredes, and he'll be batting fourth. He's out in right field. So Lovejoy, Moorer, Artson. In the outfield, Melbauer at third, Johns at short, Henn at second, Duenas at first, Rye behind at the catcher, and Lance Lusk, not Lance Lusk, Jamie Callahan pitching. And that is out number 1. As Geraldo's chopper's picked up, and they get him in time. Pete Jorgen coming up to the plate. The catcher. He steps in to face Callahan. First pitch to him, misses outside, ball one. Trey Hunt on deck. Some of those names for the Genomes are new names. Swing and a miss here, 1-1. Spencer Henn is a new name. Cody Lovejoy, Omar Artson, all new joins to the team. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Pete Jorgen, the catcher. Here's that one outside. Now 2-1, excuse me. Spencer Henn made his way to the Genomes by way of Southern Illinois Miners. He played college ball at Miami University. This pitch is upstairs and inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. That is Miami University of Ohio, where Spencer Henn played.
Hamilton, not the Oxford.
That's right. It's Miami University, Hamilton, not Oxford. And this one chopped over to second and over to first, and that is the out. As Spencer, as we just talked about, at second base, makes the play and gets the out as he throws it to Dwayne Yez. Now Trey Hunt comes up to the plate. Hunt actually hit his very first home run as a Legend his last time up. Not sure what's going on here, but the trainer comes out with the manager to talk to their pitcher. Another one of those guys, Omar Artson from Brooklyn, New York, played at Bruton Parker College. He is a Genome. Now, he was formerly with the Legends. So he signed on with the Legends last year in July. The Legends released him in September of last year, and he has been re-signed with the Genomes. And the other name we were telling you about there was Henn, Artson, and I believe Cody Lovejoy was the other one. And Cody Lovejoy, the other Genome that's out on the field now, a 29-year-old from Texas, played his college ball at Texas State. So the trainer, manager's talking to Jamie Callahan, and something happened where his either shoulder, his arm, or something was going on where they came out to check on him, and he seems to be okay now. Trey Hunt steps in. He hit a home run his last time up and doubled his RBI total with that. Now a home run, 2 RBIs, batting .500. Check swing here. Strike one, they say went around. Another check swing. He didn't go this time. Did he? No. All right. They say no, he didn't. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Another check swing. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, he's getting tired of the check swings. He says he went. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You get a check swing, and you get a check swing. and struck him out on that pitch. Genomes going into the bottom of the eighth have a lot of work to do. They trail 10-2. We'll be back with more Genomes baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Gavin Johns coming up to the plate. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. And he steps in. And we are ready to begin the bottom of the eighth. He'll lead off things here for the Genomes, bottom of the eighth. First pitch by the new pitcher, Daniel Gibson. Is that Gibson? No. That's still Lance Lusk. I was going to say, Gibson's a lefty, isn't he? One ball, no strikes to Johns. Oh, he check swinged, and that came inside off the bat, though, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. Demetrius Moore doing the ball boy's job for him. I wonder if anybody's been drinking down there. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 8th inning. Legends 10-2 lead on the Genomes. Swing and a miss here. Lance Lusk fires the fastball in at 92 miles an hour. 1-2 now. Legends hit the road, take on Lancaster for a 3-game series. They will be doing the Genomes a favor if they can win all 3 of those games. Lancaster within a game of that wild card race lead with the Genomes. Swing and a miss here, and that struck him out. Out number 1 here in the bottom of the 8th. There's some defensive substitutions also for the Legends. TK Kuntz replaces Courtney Hawkins, so he's out in left field. He'll be batting third in the lineup. Demetrius Moore comes back up to the plate. That was the first time Gavin Johns has been put out tonight. He was 2 for 2 with a walk coming into that at bat. Here's Moore. Swing and a miss here on the first pitch. He's batting .244. 92-mile-an-hour fastball that time. Moore swings. 0-1. LL on the mound. Lance Luss kicks and fires. Check swing, and he went. Oh, nope, that was a call strike, it looked like. Strike 2. Demetrius 0 for 1 tonight. He was walked twice. He was the star of yesterday's game, which was a continuation from Tuesday, where he stole home to tie the game, and then it went into extras, and he hit the game-winning RBI to give the Genomes the win. And that one almost hit him. 92 miles an hour inside, and it's 1-2. Plenty of fans still here. And now Lance Luss steps off the mound after that sound effect, I think, threw him off a little bit. Now he gets back on the mound. That pitch there, was that a call strike? I didn't see him. Maybe he did. Yeah, I was going to say he didn't ring him up like he normally does, and that's out number 2 is Moore will go down looking on that third strike. So strike 3, and Clayton Melbauer coming up to the plate with 2 outs. Top of the order on deck. Melbauer batting .206 with 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. And he hits this one, picked up by Geraldo, fired over to first. And that'll do it. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Legends. We're headed to the 9th. Legends lead here 10-2. We'll be back with more Genomes baseball right after this. Welcome back to Wild Hill Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Lexington legends have been all over the Genomes since the first inning tonight as Courtney Hawkins led things off with a 2-run blast in the top of the first, and it has been all legends ever since. Teal Martinez, top of the order for the Legends here in the top of the ninth. Jack Weinberger on the mound. First pitch here, misses, ball one. Tillman Pugh on deck. TK Kuntz replaced Courtney Hawkins last inning. He's in the hole. Weinberger replaces Jamie Callahan on the bump. Here's the 1-0. This one chops over to second. Henn grabs it. Spencer Henn fires to first. Wayne Yez makes the catch. And that is out number one here in the top of the ninth. And now Tillman Pugh will come up. One out, Tillman Pugh stepping in. Weinberger kicks, fires, and that one in there for a strike. Changeup, 81 miles per hour. Weinberger, 6'5", 220. Tillman Pugh tonight, 2 for 4. Good series for Tillman. This one hit up the middle. Spencer Henn slides over, grabs it, fires to first, and out number two. 2 up, 2 down so far for Jack Weinberger. And now TK Kuntz will get his first at-bat of the day here as he steps in for Courtney Hawkins. TK batting .226 with a home run and 7 RBIs. Want to thank all of you for joining us and tuning in to watch the game tonight. We appreciate it. First pitch here, strike one. Wherever you are watching the game, if you are in the Dominican Republic, if you are in South America, Central America, anywhere in the world, we appreciate you tuning in and watching baseball with us tonight. This one fouled. No balls, 2 strikes now to TK. Jack Weinberger, 3.96 ERA. Pitching out of the stretch here. And swing and a miss, and strike 3 to TK Kuntz. So 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Genomes in the hole big. Can they come back? Supposedly, because baseball's in their DNA, but we'll find out. This is Genomes Baseball on the Genomes Baseball Network. Bottom of the ninth inning, and Anaris Rosario takes the mound for the Legends. Here's a look at the Legends pitcher, the right-hand hurler. And Spencer Henn steps in to face Rosario. And here's the first pitch here, up high, ball one, 94-mile-an-hour pitch that time. Legends with a lot of work to do here as they trail 10-2. This pitch is outside, 2-0. Or Genomes, sorry. Genomes have a lot of work to do. Genomes only scored one run in the fourth and one in the fifth. That's where they got their runs from. This one popped up into the air by Henn. That's going to be playable. And Jorgen makes the catch. Great job by Pete Jorgen staying with that ball as it was hit high into the sky. And he makes the grab. So the always hustling Pete Jorgen makes the grab. So Cody Lovejoy will come up for the Genomes. That was actually Spencer Henn's first at-bat as a Genome, and Cody Lovejoy will come up. He's only had a few swings himself for the Genomes. Legends get 2 runs in the first on a Courtney Hawkins home run, number 34 for him, and RBI number 82 and 83. Then they score 5 runs in the fourth, 1 in the sixth, 2 in the seventh, and that's where they came up with their 10 runs, and that's where we are now, 10-2, bottom of the ninth, 1 out. And Anaris Rosario fires a fastball at 96 miles an hour. Strike one. That is one of the fastest pitches I've seen from the Legends or the Genomes. Yep, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one misses. Fans sticking around here, Thirsty Thursday. Want to see the end of this one. And strike 2, that fastball, 95 miles an hour from Rosario. 1-2, and I can't believe you actually asked about that one. That one looked pretty darn good. Maybe you didn't ask about it. I can't hear anything. I'm up here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Don't need to ask about that one. Strike 3, Rosario. Another fastball at 95. 2 outs. And now it's on the shoulders of Austin Rye. Excuse me, is that Rye? Nope. Yep, Chase Velo will come in, and he's batting for Chris Davis. Chase Velo, 195 average, 11 home runs, 24 RBIs. He's going to try to get things going here in the bottom of the ninth. Genomes down to their last out as they trail 10-2. They have trailed the whole way here tonight after winning yesterday's game in extra innings. The Wednesday game was canceled because it ended in protest. Swing and a miss there, strike 2. Here's the 0-2, and this one fouled out of play. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Genomes and Legends will be so glad to not see each other tomorrow. They both head to Pennsylvania for a 3-game series in Lancaster and York, respectively. Strike 3, and that will end the game. Final score, Legends 10 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Genomes 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Legends get the win here tonight, 10-2 over their nemesis, Genomes. Well, for our public address announcer, Will Painter, and DJ Picasso, our DJ. Logan Weiler was on the video board. Clay Connor on the home plate cameras. Josh Smith, Sam Wallace-Smith, the other camera operators. Judith Drake was our technical director. Hugh Davis, our official scorer. Official stringer was Keith Hardiman. I'm Steve Tressler. This has been Genomes Baseball. Final score here tonight, Legends with a big win, 10-2 over the Wild Hill Genomes. Legends on the road. They will have a weekend series in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Genomes head to York, Pennsylvania for a 3-game series of their own. Then they will come back Tuesday to play each other once again. This has been Genomes Baseball. Final score 10-2. That's all for this time. Until next time, have a great time, everybody. And go Legends and go Genomes, because after all, they do share the field. Good night, everybody.